everyone, I'm Grandmaster Akobian. I'm in the World Chess Hall of Fame in St. Louis to interview Crystal Fischetti. Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
And my initial reaction when I saw this yesterday, it just looks absolutely incredible, the colors. And I've seen lots of chess sets and everything. I've been playing chess for 27 years, and I've traveled to 40 different countries. So I've seen many different beautiful chess, but this is something incredible. I've never seen anything like this, and each piece is like very unique.
You know, I really wanted this to be a reactive chess art piece. So you get to play it as well as look at it and admire it. You know, it is a game, and every time the players play it, on bird's eye view, we actually create a new art piece every time, because the blue's over here, for example, the orange and the yellow's over there. So you're creating a whole dynamic art world.
Your piece is bold and colorful. Can you speak to this notion of color vibration?
Yeah, so I believe, and I've done a lot of research as well, is that color, like sound, holds vibration. So there are particular colors that have a very, very high frequency, and the other ones that have a lower frequency. And so me being an artist that brings in a color vibration is about sending out a positive light.
Do you have a personal connection to chess? Are you a chess player?
I kind of have a personal connection to chess. I mean, my dad and I used to play chess when I was a kid, along with backgammon. And I'm not a chess player per se, but I've always really admired chess players because they're so centered. They sit there and you can see the cogs kind of turning as they're playing against their opponent, which is kind of like an enemy, but very, very composed, very kind of zen, almost like warriors, actually.
I understand your chess set depicts the beautiful love story. This is in striking contrast to the game whose origins are in war. Can you elaborate on that?
There's a thin line between war and love, isn't there? And it's all about strategy, I feel. Whereas war is more mental, more strategic, and very masculine energy. I feel that love is kind of like a cooling, heart-based love, feminine energy. So this chess piece is actually mainly about love and seduction, and it's a sensual play. So it's a mind game as well as a love body game.
Where is the name, the sun and moon, for this artwork comes from?
Well, as a child, my mother used to read me this book called The Sun and Moon, as well as it has a connection with my ancestry. My mother's side is Indian from South America, and they believed that the sun and the moon would court each other, particularly the sun. So the sun was the male and the female was the moon. And so the sun would court the moon around in a circular, symmetrical fashion because he was so enamored by her and would die every single night so that he could let her breathe. And eventually they actually came together in a union, which is the eclipse.
The sun and moon is a collaboration between yourself and Perling London, a luxury chess set. How did they start it?
Simon Pekis invited me to create a luxury chess set for his company. So this is the chess set here. So he sent off the chess pieces to my studio in London and also the chess board, which I created. I created all of it. They're all hand carved by this lovely chap outside of London. So you can see the grooves of the knight over here. You can actually see the hand movement coming through. So they're all centered around craft as well as luxury. So it is a collaboration with a very strong Fischetti signature in there.
We are surrounded by powerful imagery in this exhibit exploring complex issues through chess. Do you have a particular piece that inspires you?
I love the Yoko Ono piece, I mean, she's a hero of mine. I've actually exhibited, the funny thing is that I exhibited with her 11 years ago back in London at the Brick Lane Gallery in East London, and it was for a show called The Peace Camp, and she's so great in sending out the message of peace and continuing that legacy. And the purity of the white of the chess pieces that she's created, it's kind of almost sort of the same as of what I'm creating. Also because physically think incorporates all of the colours in very, very, very high speed. I think Yoko Ono is great. Obviously you're a grandmaster, but what is it that's inspired you to get into this incredible game?
Well, yeah, this has started very, very long time ago. I mean, I've been playing chess since I was 5 years old, and basically one thing about chess, doesn't matter how good you are, how long you play, there's so many things that you still don't know. And you still can learn. Every day if you open a book and read or study with a computer, there's just the information is just so much that even the world champions, they don't know so many things. So it's just always interesting. It's not like you learned it, you finished, and that's it, there is nothing more. But it's just very interesting. Every time I play a new game in a tournament, it's like a new encounter, new battle where you're trying to outsmart your opponent, try to play a little better moves, try to outplay him. It's really a battle. Every time you're playing a really good opponent around your strength, you could have the best preparation, but if something on your mind, you're worried about something during the game, it will affect your play. If you go there with a clear mind, you might not be as good prepared as your opponent, but as long as your mind is clear, you can think and you can actually create things over the board.
So what do you mean by create things over the board?
You can create, sometimes you can create new openings, like the openings I mentioned. Sometimes you can create new ideas. We call them novelties.
This is amazing.
Moves that have never been played before.
It's amazing. It sounds like revelations during meditation. Sounds like a kind of transcendental thing. I mean, on the spiritual level, that's what it's a parallel to me, that you say that there's openings that appear, and that's very much like a meditation or like a ascension into another world.
Yeah, absolutely. Every game it's new. It's two players are trying to create something new. Sometimes it works out really well. It's a masterpiece.
I'd be really grateful if you could have a game on my chess piece. Like
yeah.
Grandmaster.
I'd love to play my first favorite move.
Yeah, go for it. This is amazing. That's so cool. Or maybe I should I step in there?
Yes. Just you can push this part.
This one here?
Two squares. Yeah. One.
2 squares here.
Excellent.
Okay,
yes.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
So we're starting the game.
Yes.
Although I should be on this side.
Yeah, you should be sitting there. But yeah. No, it looks incredible. It will be fun to play one game, but of course very carefully not to damage anything. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Crystal, and it was really enjoyed the interview.
Thank you.